St. Mary Netherton Daily Chronicle, Evening Edition, June 5th, 1925. Good evening, dear listeners. Edmund Pruitt, addressing you as the village clock strikes 6 on this pleasant Friday evening, which marks the conclusion of another gentle week in our community. The day has maintained its favourable disposition throughout, with the clear skies persisting until shortly past 4 o'clock, when a few wispy clouds gathered along the southern horizon, creating what Mrs. Pemberton describes as a most artistic arrangement against the blue expanse. The light easterly breeze continued until mid-afternoon, carrying the fragrance of early summer blooms to every corner of our village. I am pleased to report that the Women's Institute Preserves competition registration concluded precisely at 5 o'clock, with considerable success. Mrs. Hargrove announces that 27 entries were submitted in total, with 5 additional registrations received during the final hours. The last-minute submissions included what she terms several particularly inventive combinations, with Miss Twiggs' establishment having served admirably as a collection point for 3 entries requiring transportation assistance. Mrs. Pemberton completed the final tabulations with characteristic efficiency, noting that the balance between traditional and innovative offerings promises a competition of both familiar excellence and delightful surprises. Constable Porter's safety inspection series reached its conclusion this morning with his examination of the post office facilities. Mrs. Crawford reports that the inspection proceeded with admirable thoroughness, revealing conditions that the constable pronounces entirely satisfactory for the conduct of postal business. The post office earned particular commendation for what Constable Porter describes as exemplary organisation of both correspondence and package storage areas. With this final review complete, Mr. Fletcher's specialised floor treatments for the parish hall and village hall have received approval from the village council and will commence on Monday morning. The tea room's currant cake special proved exceptionally popular throughout the day, with Mrs. Hartley reporting that her entire preparation was consumed by 4:15. Colonel Weatherby's extended sampling session attracted considerable attention, particularly when he was observed making detailed notes in his journal regarding what he later described to Constable Porter as the admirable balance of fruit distribution within the cake's matrix. Mrs. Simmons, who provided the currants, received numerous inquiries regarding her cultivation methods and has graciously agreed to share her pruning techniques at next week's Horticultural Society meeting. The parish hall ensemble's brief rehearsal this afternoon yielded what the Reverend Holloway describes as remarkable progress in both technical precision and artistic cohesion. Young Timothy Wilson demonstrated his developing percussion skills with what Mrs. Pemberton characterizes as impressive restraint, combined with appropriate enthusiasm. Mr. Finchley's recent refinements to the ensemble's arrangements have been successfully incorporated, with the Reverend noting that Sunday's service will feature what he terms musical accompaniment of particular seasonal appropriateness. Mrs. Barnes's Leghorn hen produced its customary afternoon egg, maintaining what Dr. Peterson now considers a pattern of consistency worthy of inclusion in academic documentation. The doctor reports that his correspondence with the Regional Agricultural College has advanced to the stage of formal submission, with preliminary approval expected within the fortnight. The hen was observed conducting an extended constitutional this afternoon, pausing at each garden corner in what Mrs. Barnes interprets as a systematic appreciation of neighbourhood horticultural efforts. Mrs. Edith Thornley's kittens continue to thrive under their mother's devoted care, with several additional neighbours calling at Ivy Cottage throughout the day to observe their development. Dr. Peterson notes with professional satisfaction that all 4 display exceptional vitality and increasingly distinct personalities. The youngest Tabby has begun what Mrs. Thornley describes as investigative expeditions around the cottage, though these adventures remain strictly supervised under Penelope's watchful eye. The Primrose twins concluded their week of botanical assistance to Miss Eleanor Blackwood with what Dr. Peterson characterizes as scholarly achievement worthy of recognition. Miss Blackwood has formally acknowledged their contributions to her research notes, describing their observations as demonstrating genuine scientific aptitude that augurs well for future academic pursuits. Mrs. Primrose expresses considerable pride in her daughter's accomplishments, noting that their evening conversations now feature what she terms botanical vocabulary of impressive sophistication. That concludes our evening report. This is Edmund Pruitt bidding you good night from St. Mary Netherton, where Friday draws to a close with the satisfaction of weekly endeavours completed and the gentle anticipation of weekend pleasures yet to unfold.